Hey guys, it's Jenny here. Welcome back to my channel. And today we are going to be doing something a little bit different. So as some of you have seen in my vlogs and just in general over my corner in my channel in the past year, over a year just about, I have been in the worst reading slump that I've ever been in. It's just been overall a really hard thing for me to be able to pick up a book, and I don't know, I want it to change. So I've been playing around. I want to start doing some TBR games to see if that will entice me to create a TBR every month and actually go through with it. So I'm gonna start off easy at first. This time around, I just went through and organized my TBR jar. So I went through everything, made sure that I still had it, and if I knew that I unhauled it, I got rid of it. And whatever wasn't in there, I took pictures of all of my books on my bookshelf. So every single book that I own that is still on my TBR is in this jar. Or for example, if I have a sequel to a series that I never finished and I needed to reread the first book, I would put the first book back in there. Like for example, I need to finish the Iron King series, but I don't really remember the Iron King, so I put the Iron King in there instead of the Iron Daughter, I think. And then I need to finish Fireblood, which is the sequel to Frostblood, but I just reread Frostblood not too long ago, so I just put Fireblood in there. So I thought that I would pick 6 books from here because there are at least 2 books that I want to add to my TBR besides that, and we're just gonna pick. I am going to allow myself to veto it if it is truly something I do not want to read. But I'm gonna try to not do that too much because all of these books need to be read at some point or another. This is my entire TBR, all of the books that I still have not read. Kind of nervous. Maybe I'll only pick 4 from the jar and then just let myself pick the rest. I'm really nervous actually. Okay, so the first book we have is Girl Serpent Thorn. Let me go grab that. So the first book I picked was Girl Serpent Thorn by Melissa Bashardoust. And this is actually pretty short. And this is about a girl who is a princess cursed to be poisonous to the touch. And her name is Soraya, and she has lived her life hidden away apart from her family. And she's only safe in her gardens. So her twin brother's wedding approaches and she has to decide if she's willing to step out of the shadows for the first time. Apparently there's a demon in the dungeons who holds the knowledge that she craves for her freedom. And there's obviously a young man who is not afraid of her. And yeah, she begins to question who she is and who she's becoming, human or demon, princess or monster. This immediately caught my attention, not because I knew anything about it at first. The reason this caught my attention is because of how beautiful the cover is. I love this cover art. I think it's stunning, and I thought that the concept sounded really good. So I'm actually not mad at this first pick. And for the paper, I'm going to stick it inside of the book. And if for some reason I don't finish this, I can just pop it back in my TBR jar for next time. So yeah, like I said, just because I am just coming out of a slump, I'm not going to give myself any punishments for not finishing any books on this list. But if I am actually able to bust out of my slump, then I would like to start doing punishments so that maybe I'm more enticed to finish these books. Anyways, second pick. If this is a really good group of pickings, maybe I will do more, but I'm Reawakened. That's like an Egyptian book. I think I'm gonna skip on that one. I just want something that I definitely think I will be in the mood for. I really want to know what this one is. Actually, I can't read this one yet. I'm not supposed to read this one yet. This is Lady Midnight, and I think I'm supposed to finish the Clockwork series. And I would like to reread the Shadowhunter series, or at least like skim it or look up a summary for them before I read this. So I am actually just going to pop that one back in. I feel like if I started Lady Midnight right now without finishing the Clockwork series or rereading Shadowhunters, I would be like, huh? Insignificant events in the life of a cactus. Let me go grab it and see if it's something that I am in the mood for. So we actually got another very short and quick read. This has actually been on my TBR for a really long time. So this is a girl who lost her arm. She was born without arms. And apparently she likes to stretch the truth about why she doesn't have arms. Then she meets a classmate who has his own disability, and they discover an old storage shed that has secrets, and they... You know what? I think I will add this to my TBR. Just to get it out of the way. You know, it's short, it's sweet. Let's do it, I guess. It's Furyborn. That book intimidates the hell out of me, but I have been wanting to read it for a while. Here it is. Furyborn. After I saw how well Whitney reviewed this, I definitely wanted to read it, but it does have a lot of good blurbs on it. Kendar Blake blurbed this, Lainey Taylor, Sarah Rosh, Melissa Elbert, Roshni Chakshi. Like, I know all of these people. And yeah, I'm gonna add it to the TBR. So far, honestly, this has not been going terribly. And of course, there are a couple books that I would like to add to my TBR. So what one's gonna get picked? A Whole New World. I'm not feeling that one. Not feeling that. No, I'm not feeling this one. This is another, like, intense fairy tale retelling. I know that some of these are probably fairy tale retellings, like, in a deeper sense, but I don't want, like, an actual, just plain old fairy tale retelling. Final Girls by Riley Sagar. You know what? Let's just go freaking grab it. I got it. I am actually 4 chapters into this, but I'm probably just gonna start from the beginning. And basically, All of these girls have been survivors of mass murders, and now they're being picked off one by one. I also DIY sprayed the edges, so love that for me. And I may pick one more from my jar because there are 3 books that I plan on adding to this list, I believe. I think I'm going to keep it at 3 that I'm going to personally add. There are a lot more that I could add that I've been highly anticipating, but I'm going to keep it at 3 because those are on the top of my noggin right now. And then I will go over my TBR for you guys. I know that we are already most of the way through February, so this isn't just going to be a February TBR. It would be cool if it was just a February TBR, but I haven't really thought of how I'm going to do this yet because I wanted to make a reading schedule out of it, and that's kind of difficult to do when you don't do it from the beginning of a month. So I guess I will just like do my regular thing, sort through how long I want to spend on each book and how much I want to read of one each day, and then just plan it for however long it takes. And maybe at the beginning of March I can make a different schedule. I really, really want to get out of my slump because March is reading month, and I feel like I always do my best reading in the months between March and June are like my best reading months. I swear. There's too many. How about we just open all of them and see which one I would rather read? We have Frostfire. I think that's by Amanda Hawking. The Damned, which is by Renee Autier. Dig by A.S. King. Not feeling that one. Traveler. Not feeling that one. I'm not feeling any of these guys. These are all... The Damned, I kind of need to skim read The Beautiful again. And Frostfire. Almost there, but... if I'm really not feeling a 5th book, I will just go and get the other books. I'll keep this one off just in case. It's Shiver by Maggie Stiefvater. Crave. This one is the winner. I would rather read Crave than Shiver. So let me go grab that, and then that will be all for this round of my TBR jar. There are a couple other games I would really like to incorporate. Completely Melanie does her Wheel of TBR, and I have wanted to do a Wheel of TBR for so long. There's also Bookopoly, which I think would be fun if I was more creative. And a lot of people are doing Books Against Humanity, Cards Against My TBR, Cards Against Books, etc. But anyways, this was all I had like on hand, like something that I had already started that I could just use. So I'm going to go grab Crave and the other 3 books that I am adding to this TBR, and we will regroup and I will show you guys what I'm going to be trying to put on a reading schedule. And I'm actually feeling pretty good about it. I'm a little bit worried because I am working 6 days a week. And it's kind of a lot because my rabbits aren't here yet, but I do have a lot going on, and I guess it's good because I have audiobook memberships, but I'm a little worried. But I am willing to try anything to get back into reading. I just want that feeling again. And I have so many amazing books here that it's like, why the hell not? Like, just try. So that's what we're doing today. I'm gonna go grab these books. So here is Crave by Tracy Wolff, and this is kind of a chunky book. This is like, I believe, almost 600 pages. Yep, it's like five. Yeah, it's 570 pages. And this is a vampire novel, so we'll see. And then here are the 3 books that I am bringing to my TBR this month. First, we have Kingdom of the Wicked by Carrie Maniscalco. This is like a dark prince. What is it called? Princess of Hell romance. And I have heard awesome things about this, and I'm just really excited to try it out. So that is the first. And then we have Blood and Honey by Shelby Mahurin. I have been so excited for this book ever since I finished Serpent and Dove and found out that there was a sequel called Blood and Honey coming out. I've been so thrilled. But I have been putting it off just because I was nervous and people were having negative things to say about it. But then I watched Emma Books' video yesterday, actually, and yeah, she loved it, and it just made me really want to pick it up. Like, I had an intense urge to pick this book up. So I am adding this to the TBR as well. And then finally, probably something you guys were all dreading, my final addition to my TBR. It's A Court of Thorns and Roses by Sarah J. Maas. Wow. Who's surprised? Not me. So, A Court of Silver Flames is coming out in 3 days. Yes, unfortunately, I will be buying it. I'm really upset that I am, but I will be buying it. And I want a memory refresher, and if I have to deal with Nesta for almost 700 pages, you best bet your ass I'm about to reread my favorite characters first. I need Maurice, Fabra. I need all of them. I don't want her, so I'm going to soften the blow by rereading the series first. I would start with A Court of Mist and Fury because I do not want to read about Tamlin, but do you hear my child? Savannah! Anyways, I would rather skip Tamlin, but I kind of just want the whole experience. I need to remember why I hate Nesta so that I'm not fooled by this redemption arc. And yes, so next check, I will be going to the bookstore. Maybe I can try to do a come shopping with me video, but those are very difficult for me because people stress me out. So there are 8 books on my TBR. Kind of nerve-wracking, but what am I going to do about it? Let me see if I can hold these up. So between my TBR jar and my own personal preferences, these are the 8 books that I will be focusing on for the next little month or so. Trying, anyways. And yeah, I am going to try to vlog it. I am hoping to try like a weekly reading vlog to see what I get done. I still want to try to fit all these books in within a month, like a 4-week period. So yeah, I'm going to create my reading schedule, and then I am going to try to get this video up before I have to work today. I have to go to work at 5, and it is currently, Alexa, what time is it?
The time is 10:35 a.m. Enjoy your weekend, Jenna.
That was so sweet. Wow, it's only 10 in the morning. That's iconic, honestly. So yeah, I should have more than enough time to make a reading schedule, get this video up. I've been playing The Sims, but regardless. So yeah. Rachel might be coming over before work, and then there are a couple things that I have to do, but other than that, I'm just really excited to get back into trying to read. And yeah, I guess we'll see how it goes. I'm kind of nervous. I'm just really hoping that this works because I really want it to. And yeah, thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you next time for a new video.